Oh, Kevin Durant has another demand of the Brooklyn Nets. Well, you will be shocked at how they should respond. We haven't heard a thing from KD since his original trade demand, but apparently he met with the owner Joe Tsai in London. Shams reported that now Kevin Durant informed Tsai that he needs to choose between Durant or the pairing of general manager Sean Marks and coach Steve Nash. Durant stated he does not have faith in the team's direction. Oh really, KD? You mean the direction that you chose? I get not liking Steve Nash after horrible decisions, especially in the playoffs, but he was handpicked by KD and Kyrie. But Sean Marks? This man has been a puppet GM since KD got there. Before Durant, the Nets made the playoffs for the first time in 4 years because of Sean Marks and a great head coach, Kenny Atkinson, by the way, who KD also fired. Marks' first dumb move was to sign washed-up DeAndre Jordan for 4 years, $40 million. Pfft, what an idiot. Oh yeah, it's because KD and Kyrie demanded it. They even told him, oh, it can't be a 2-year deal for DeAndre Jordan. It has to be 4 years or we're not signing. Then Marks got rid of a young future All-Star Jared Allen and Karis LeVert plus like 8 first-round picks for James Harden. Who decided that? KD. So when dudes got the guts to blame someone else, I almost admire it. If it wasn't a new low. Like, never mind being petty, just like responding to random fans on Twitter like KD did again last week. Like, that's just surface level stuff. Being a backstabber though to a good GM like this is awful. But you know what this is actually about? After KD demanded a trade, the franchise had enough. They decided to take the power back from their players. Almost every team called to trade for KD, but they've refused to take a bad deal. Oh, KD wants to be in Phoenix? No, the Nets don't believe in DeAndre Ayton. Oh, he wants Miami? Sorry, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, and 3 picks just ain't enough. They are refusing to let KD have his way, so now he's pissed. This is now Durant trying to regain control of this franchise. And if Joe Tsai does this, he has given the team back to who ruined it in the first place. My first reaction to this was, who cares? So what if KD wants something? I mean, has anything changed? He still has 4 years left on his contract. The Nets are willing to start training camp with everybody on the roster anyway, and KD's not gonna sit out. He can't afford it. He's 34 years old. What is he gonna waste, like maybe his last prime year? And Kyrie is on a 1-year contract that nobody wants. He has to play this year to prove that he deserves another long-term deal. But if Joe Tsai wants to win a chip, he must fire Sean Marks and Steve Nash. I know that sucks because they did nothing to deserve this, but KD has all the leverage here. GMs and coaches are common. Durant is a generational talent, however crappy that sounds. If all it takes to keep Kevin Durant is firing these guys, you have to do it. People against this don't understand how great KD is. He's either the best or second best player in the league. A guy like this comes around once every 50 years, maybe. I mean, just look at OKC. They have been trash since they lost KD, and they're still trying to replace him. But Joe Tsai might not see it that way. The billionaire owner tweeted this: "Our front office and coaching staff have my support. We will make decisions in the best interest of the Brooklyn Nets." Okay, first of all, that would be epic if Kevin Durant actually responded to that on Twitter. Second, why is the billionaire owner tweeting this? KD didn't come out publicly with this demand. It was leaked to the media. When the owner is responding to media reports, he is adding to the dysfunction. And also, choosing Sean Marks and Steve Nash over Kevin Durant is in the worst interest of the Brooklyn Nets. All right, this is a harsh analogy, but there was a guy named Aaron Ralston who had to make an even more disgusting choice than this. He was hiking and a boulder fell on his arm, trapping him in the middle of nowhere. So for 5 days, he tried to get his arm loose, but he eventually had to cut it off to go find help. They even made a movie about it called 127 Hours. Well, the Nets could make one of those cheesy movies after they win a championship. It's a horrible choice, but Joe Tsai must choose KD over Marks and Nash to survive. Otherwise, this team will be dead like that hiker could have been. They've got Ben Simmons and a bunch of role players. Right now, the best guy they could get back is Jaylen Brown, which is nice, But Durant makes them a championship contender. People say, oh no, you can't let this snake win. Don't give him what he wants. Sorry, this is the original deal you made when you signed KD and Kyrie. We knew Durant was impossible to deal with. Ever since he left OKC, he trashed the coach on his way out on Twitter. Even in Golden State, this man was unhappy. Pissed off at the media, yelling at his teammates. But I do not want to hear that all-star players will ruin your franchise. This is not like LeBron James. LeBron is also famous for making demands, being the GM, and people will point to him wanting Russell Westbrook, which hurt the Lakers. But before that, LeBron was awesome. He wanted to trade Andrew Wiggins for Kevin Love that turned into a championship. He made Cleveland fire David Blatt and hire Ty Lue. This isn't about player empowerment. This is about Kevin Durant, which is a horrible look for his trade value. If KD really does want to trade, this was such a bad move. First he's disgruntled, then he's a team killer, and now a GM killer. Who wants to trade for that? Shams reported there are still actually 3 teams in the lead to get him. Not the Phoenix Suns, it's the Celtics, the Raptors, and the Heat. All serious candidates to get KD. Is it a coincidence? All 3 teams have powerful front offices that aren't afraid of Durant. Pat Riley, Masai Ujiri, and Brad Stevens. KD can't push them around, but it looks like Boston is still in the lead. Their package with Jaylen Brown is legit, and KD grew close with Coach Ime Udoka at the Olympics. If the Heat want KD, another report says they must give up Bam Adebayo. The Raptors still would have to part with Scotty Barnes, and if any of this happens, it will guarantee Kyrie gets traded. The Lakers have a soft deadline of the start of training camp to get a Russell Westbrook deal done. LeBron's number 1 choice? Still Kyrie. But the Nets are holding firm at 2 first-round picks to get the trade done. If KD gets dealt, I think the Nets will lower their asking price to just 1 first to get Kyrie to LA. In that case, Russ would get routed to the Spurs into their cap space, who buy him out. But I also think this KD drama gets done by training camp. It'll be real awkward if he is taking orders from, Steve Nash at training camp. Camp, by the way, starts at the beginning of September, so we have about 1 month for all this drama to go down. Either way, there's gonna be a huge change for the Nets. My choice is to fire Marks and Steve Nash, even though they don't deserve it. And honestly, I hope that happens. I was actually really excited to see how KD, Kyrie, and Ben Simmons would look on the court, even if just for the high school BS drama. You know who else has big decisions to make this offseason? The defending champion Golden State Warriors. Yes, even though they just won a chip, their future is in danger, so I made a whole video about it right here.